This video is going to be all about the pieces that are quietly slipping out of style for fall 2025. And, more importantly, what to wear instead. Think of this as a friendly guide, not a rule book. If you love something that's technically out, that's perfectly fine. But if you've been craving a little refresh, these swaps will keep your wardrobe feeling current, effortless, and elegant. So let's start with the first one, because it's something almost all of us have in our closets: scarves. Chapter 1. Heavy, chunky scarves. For years, oversized blanket scarves were our cozy go-to. They felt warm, practical, and comforting, like wrapping yourself in a soft shield against the cold. But step back and look at them now, and you'll see the problem. They tend to overwhelm the frame, adding unnecessary bulk and covering half your outfit. For fall 2025, that bundled-up look is moving aside for something much sleeker and more refined. The new direction: slim, sculptural scarves. Instead of hiding your clothes, they frame your neckline and highlight your outfit. A silk square scarf, neatly tied, gives a touch of polish without weighing you down. A slim cashmere wrap draped with intention elongates your line instead of cutting it off. These smaller, thoughtful accents let your outfit breathe while still keeping you warm. It's less about piling on fabric and more about showing confidence through restraint. When you swap chunky for streamlined, you instantly look more polished, more elegant, and more current. Chapter 2. Cold shoulder tops. The cold shoulder top had its moment. A few years ago, it seemed like every store was overflowing with them. Those cutouts at the shoulders felt fresh at first, like a playful way to add edge without showing too much. But today, slip one on, and it feels like a timestamp from another era, almost like you're stepping back into the late 2000s. The issue is subtle but important. Those cutouts interrupt the natural line of the body. Instead of highlighting your face or creating elegant length through the neckline, they distract, making an outfit look busier than it needs to be. And in fashion, when a detail fights against simplicity, it rarely ages well. What's taking its place this fall is refined neckline detailing. Mock necks, for example, frame the face beautifully and layer seamlessly under jackets. Keyhole cuts offer just enough interest without overpowering. And tie necks are making a quiet comeback, adding softness and movement that feels timeless instead of trendy. The best part? These details naturally draw the eye upward, exactly where you want the attention: your face. They're flattering, versatile, and far more polished than the cold shoulder ever was. So if you still have a row of cold shoulder tops in your closet, it might be time to set them aside. Replace them with necklines that elevate rather than distract, small details that whisper elegance instead of shouting trend. Chapter 3. Shiny faux leather. High-shine faux leather was everywhere for the past few years. On jackets, skirts, even leggings, it was marketed as the sleek, affordable alternative to real leather. But the truth? Under bright lights or in daylight, that glossy finish often looks stiff, overly reflective, and even a little harsh. Instead of elevating your outfit, it can feel more like a costume piece. If you've ever tried on a glossy faux leather jacket and felt like it wore you instead of the other way around, you know exactly what I mean. This fall, the look is softening. Matte leather and suede are stepping forward, and the difference they make is dramatic. Matte finishes look richer, more expensive, and more wearable. Suede, with its tactile softness, adds depth and sophistication without screaming for attention. One great example is a suede belted trench. The cut is classic, but the matte texture keeps it understated, refined, and timeless. It proves that you don't need shine to make a statement. Texture and structure do the work beautifully. And the best part? These fabrics play well with others. Pair matte leather or suede with cozy wool, knits, or cashmere, and instead of clashing, everything looks harmonious. So if your closet still leans on glossy faux leather, consider swapping it out this season. A matte or suede piece instantly feels more sophisticated, more modern, and far easier to wear day to day. Chapter 4. All matching jewelry sets. There was a time when jewelry came as a complete package: a necklace, bracelet, and earrings, all designed to match perfectly. And back then, it felt coordinated and elegant. But today, that kind of precision looks overly planned, almost stiff. When every piece is identical, it strips away individuality and can make even beautiful jewelry feel dated. The modern way to wear jewelry is much more relaxed, much more personal. Instead of reaching for a three-piece set, think about layering and mixing. A delicate gold chain stacked with a silver pendant, a bracelet that blends two different metals together. These combinations feel intentional, but never forced. The beauty of this approach is in its depth. Mixing metals or layering slim pieces adds texture and dimension, especially around the face and neckline. It looks collected, not pre-packaged like you built your own story through jewelry, instead of following a template. And here's why it works especially well. For women over 50, it strikes the balance between polish and ease. It's sophisticated without trying too hard, and it makes your style feel current while staying timeless. So instead of dusting off those perfectly matched sets, try combining pieces that complement one another without being identical. It's a subtle shift, but one that instantly makes your whole outfit feel modern and elevated. Chapter 5. Tunics over leggings. For years, the tunic and leggings combo was almost a uniform. It was easy, comfortable, and gave coverage where we wanted it most. But when you look at that silhouette today, it reads very much like a leftover from the late 90s and early 2000s. The long tunic cutting off at mid-thigh over slim leggings feels practical, yes, but also dated. The good news is, there's a fresher alternative that gives the same sense of ease while looking far more current. The sweater vest layered over crisp shirting. Here's why it works so well. A sweater vest provides structure without bulk. It breaks up the line of the body in a flattering way, elongating rather than overwhelming. When layered over a button-down shirt with the shirt tails peeking out, it creates depth and polish instead of just coverage. This look borrows a touch from menswear tailoring, but the softness of knitwear makes it approachable and chic. It feels intentional, not accidental. And unlike a tunic, which can sometimes drown the figure, a vest and shirt pairing keeps things streamlined and flattering. So if your closet is still filled with those tunics you used to throw on over leggings, it might be time to retire them. Replace that combo with layered vests and shirting. You'll still feel comfortable and covered, but in a way that communicates modern elegance instead of nostalgia. Chapter 6. Over-embellished handbags. Handbags have always been the finishing touch of an outfit, but for years, many of us carried purses overloaded with tassels, studs, oversized hardware, or giant logos. Back then, all that detail felt expressive, fun even. But now, those busy designs can make even the most elegant outfit feel cluttered and dated. The shift for fall 2025 is clear. Quiet structure. Think clean lines, sculpted shapes, and minimal hardware. These bags don't shout for attention, but they elevate everything around them. Their beauty lies in silhouette and craftsmanship rather than in flash. What's powerful about this change is the message it sends. A heavily embellished bag says you're clinging to trends of the past. A structured, understated bag says you've moved into timeless sophistication. And here's the best part. These simpler designs are versatile. A sleek crossbody with a rounded architectural shape can pair just as easily with jeans and a sweater as it can with a dress and boots. That kind of flexibility means you get more wear, more impact, and more polish from just one bag. So if your shelves are still filled with purses that jingle, sparkle, or scream with oversized logos, consider setting them aside. Swap them out for sculpted, minimal bags that age gracefully and keep your style looking effortless for years to come. Chapter 7. Metallic shoes. For a while, metallic shoes felt like the easiest way to add sparkle to an outfit. A shiny pair of gold flats or silver heels could make even simple jeans and a blouse feel special. But the problem with metallics is that unless they're impeccably made, they rarely hold up. The finish creases, flakes, and catches the light in ways that can feel more costume than couture. Instead of adding elegance, they often dominate the outfit, and not in the best way. This fall, the shift is toward jewel-tone footwear. Think deep emerald greens, rich garnet reds, sapphire blues, and amethyst purples. These colors bring the same visual interest as metallics, but with far more sophistication. They're eye-catching without being flashy, and they ground an outfit while still giving it personality. In suede or soft leather, jewel tones look luxurious, wearable, and timeless. They pair beautifully with fall's palette of camel, grey, burgundy, and black. And unlike metallics, which can feel limited to special occasions, jewel-tone shoes transition effortlessly from day to night. So if you've got a few pairs of metallics sitting at the back of your closet, consider setting them aside. Reach for jewel tones instead. They don't shout for attention, they whisper elegance. And in the long run, that whisper speaks volumes. Chapter 8. Bold colored animal prints. Animal prints never really disappear from fashion, they just evolve. Over the past few years, we saw them explode in bright neon shades, pink zebra stripes, turquoise leopard spots, even lime green snakeskin. They were fun for a moment, but today, those bold colors feel gimmicky and hard to style with elegance. The problem is simple. Loud colors in animal prints tend to overwhelm the outfit instead of enhancing it. They compete for attention, and more often than not, they date your look. This fall, the revival of animal print is all about neutral tones and refined textures. Classic leopard in beige and black. Subtle snakeskin in muted greys and browns. Micro prints that add just enough interest without stealing the spotlight. The beauty of these neutral prints is balance. They give energy to your outfit, but they don't overpower it. A leopard blouse in natural tones, for example, can live in your closet for years, styled with tailored trousers for work or with dark denim for the weekend. That kind of versatility is timeless. So if your wardrobe still has those candy-colored animal prints, this is the season to let them go. Replace them with neutrals that whisper sophistication. Because in the end, prints work best when they support your look, not when they shout over it. Conclusion. What all of these changes remind us is that true style doesn't come from chasing every passing trend, it comes from knowing when to let go of pieces that have had their time, and when a subtle update can make your whole wardrobe feel fresh again. We didn't talk about reinventing everything you own. Instead, we looked at small, intentional swaps. Slim scarves instead of bulky ones, jewel-toned shoes instead of fading metallics, neutral animal prints instead of neon experiments. None of these scream for attention, but together, they quietly refine your look. And remember, style after 50 isn't about trying to look younger. It's about dressing in a way that makes you feel grounded, confident, and beautiful. If you love something that technically falls into the out category, keep wearing it, because confidence is always in style. But if you've been craving a refresh this fall, these are the updates that will make your wardrobe feel elegant, modern, and completely your own. So take a look at what's hanging in your closet, see what resonates with you, and most of all, choose pieces that reflect who you are today, because that is the real definition of timeless style.